Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Holla at your boy. Back again with another video. Today's video, the Pixel 5. I had this device for about 4 months now. This device has received a few updates to fix a few things, so 120 days living with the Pixel 5. So, without any further ado, let's go! First thing that I want to go ahead and get into and let you guys know about the device is the design. Now this is an aluminum build, so I love how Google put this textured coating on the back of it, give it a little more grip, because we all know those phones are slippery. So Google, prop to you for giving this phone some type of texture. That way you can grip it and not have to worry about it sliding out of your hand. It feels good in the hand, definitely. I feel like easy computer solution over here. Just rub it down. Anyway, this is probably the best looking Pixel that Google has ever released. In my opinion, I like the color of it as well. So this stage is dope. If you rocking clear cases, shout out to Rinky here. This is the black camo. This case right here looks pretty sick with this phone. Bam! Look at that. You cannot tell me that do not look dope. I'm really feeling it. And as you can see, there's no scuff marks or anything on this device. This device is perfectly in basically brand new condition. It stayed in the case. I think after 4 months, the build quality is still holding up. I like how Google went with the chrome accent on the power button. And I also like how they put that G back there with some chrome shine on that thing. Oh yeah. There's a little character to this device. It's not all flashy and in your face like bam, look at me. This is nice, subtle. So let's talk about the display here. So Google decided not to do a 5XL this year. For what reason? I do not know. They decided to hit us with a 6-inch display. The display on here is not too small. You still can see all your content, all that good stuff. This is also a OLED display. I want to say 1080p. You have that punch hole in the corner here. So when you're watching your YouTube videos or whatever type of content you're watching on this device, is uninterrupted gloriness. Also this year, Google has increased the brightness on this display. Now it's still not the brightest, but it's a whole lot brighter than last year's model. When you're using this phone outdoors, yeah, you can perfectly see everything on this display. I still wish it was a little bit brighter, but hey, you could be nitpicking. I need that QHD display. And this right here is just 1080p, so it's meh. Also, this display has 90 Hertz. You can go into developer option and toggle this on and have it on all the time. So let's go ahead and get into them cameras. The camera is a 12.2 megapixel, and we also have a 16 megapixel ultra wide. Now I am super glad that Google gave us an ultra wide lens, which is pretty dope. You can get more of your subject in the frame, in the shot. I'm just glad that they did this so they can just shut everybody up. We did get a few new features with the camera. They gave us portrait night sight, so now you can take your portrait shots at night. When it comes to video, we get new improvements. They have new features. They do have a feature in there that's cinematic pan, which allows your phone to give you that smooth, nice panning. You can do that on the Pixel 5. They also added active. This right here is pretty dope. It'll keep the phone steady. Let's say you're running around with your kids, the phone ain't gonna be moving all around, jittery and stuff like that. You will be able to have a nice, clean video with little to none shaking in the video. So the lock mode is for zoom videos. You can lock your subject and zoom in on that subject. And you do not have to worry about shaky hands. Because we all know when you zoom in, become shaky. So this locks in on the subject and you can wave it around or anything like this. You will still have locked focus on the subject. We can shoot 4K 60 on the cameras with the Pixel 5. Now you can't do this on any Pixel before that. I really want that 4K 60 for smoother video. We finally get it this year, and maybe next year they'll give us 4K 60 on the front-facing camera. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the sound quality and phone calls. We all know that the Pixel 5 has dual speakers. We have one at the bottom here, and we also have one behind the display. Now, why did Google go with this? I don't know what Google was thinking. With this being behind the display, it's kind of muffled when you have the phone up to your ear. Not that great. I would advise you guys to either turn your speakerphone on, or you just actually go out and purchase you a pair of earbuds, headphones. You could purchase the Pixel Buds. You could go out and purchase those and you'd be good. Or you could go out and get any pair of headsets. It doesn't have to be Pixel Buds. Phone calls, it's not the greatest, especially when you have it up to your ear. But when it comes to sound quality, as far as the speakers, bottom speakers gets plenty loud. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into battery life. And I must say, battery life on this device right here is epic. It is fantastic. I think the homie Technically T said this battery life is legendary, and bruh, the man is not kidding. This phone has a 4080 milliamp battery. With the optimization that Google did, this right here is definitely an all-day device. Now 2 days, kind of pushing it. This is definitely a day and a half. Good thing that Google has fast charge, so you can go ahead, plug it in, top it off real quick, get you some quick juice, and go on about your day. Or if you have a wireless charger, you can go ahead and throw this on any type of wireless charger, at least fast wireless charger, and you can get you a good top off and you should be good. Battery life is fantastic. I was able to get 6.5 hours of battery life. Also, since this does do reverse wireless charging, you can pop on any accessory that wirelessly charges on the back of this device and you can charge that accessory with no problem. So when it comes to the overall performance, I'm gonna say the performance is on par with flagship devices. Now, don't think just because this thing has a 765G processor in here that this thing is a slouch and it's just terrible. That is not the case. The Snapdragon 765G is a powerful mid-range chip. It handles everything that I throw at it with no problem. I think it's important to mention some of the things that Google removed to get this price point down to a respectable $700. One other thing that Google removed was Face ID. Now, I love that on the Pixel 4 XL. Another thing Google removed was the Pixel Visual Core. That right there is gone. Now, another thing that Google removed was the squeeze technology. Now, on the previous Pixel devices, you was able to squeeze the side of the device here. Now, swipe from the side here, but I don't like that. Rather just squeeze the device. I was pretty bummed out that they did remove that feature. Google removed flagship processor. Like I stated before, this phone has a 765G. It's a 5G chipset. Another thing that Google did remove was Project Solely. Project Solely was when you can wave your hand over the device and then it'll change the track. You can swipe left or right to change it to the next song or go back to the previous song. You can go down like a downward motion and it will stop the music. You can do it again and it'll unpause the music. But with all those things being removed that I stated, the Pixel 5 is still definitely a dope device. And I think it's a device that you may want to check out. There are a lot of things still to be liked about this device as far as the cameras. Camera's fantastic. The overall performance is fantastic. The battery life is fantastic. What do you think of the Pixel 5? If you own the Pixel 5, or even if you're gonna even pick up a Pixel 5. So you guys let me know down below what you think. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and smash that notification bell. That way you're notified when I release new content. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next one. Later.